Have you ever walked into someone's home, maybe even your own, and caught a faint, mysterious odor that you couldn't quite place, like a whisper from the walls themselves, a scent that wasn't bad enough to make you gag, but strange enough to make you wrinkle your nose and think, something in here smells older? The truth is, as our homes age with us, they develop a kind of silent memory, absorbing decades of cooking steam, seasonal dampness, little pet accidents, and even microscopic traces of human life that hides in places most people never suspect. And what's even creepier is that these hidden odor zones tend to get worse the longer they're ignored. Sure, most folks blame trash bins or the bathroom, but those are the obvious culprits. The real troublemakers are the overlooked corners you probably never scrub or even think about, like the thin gap behind your refrigerator where warm coils quietly bake dust, crumbs, and grease into a slow-cooking stink casserole, or the shadowed top edge of your kitchen cabinets where invisible grease vapor rises from years of sautéing and binds to dust like glue, forming a sticky, smell-trapping crust that never sees daylight. Then there's the thick padding under your living room rug, the one you vacuum weekly, where spilled drinks, foot sweat, and pet dander seep in layer by layer, locked away from surface cleaning, but constantly releasing a faint, old room aroma every time you walk across it. Basements have their own brand of aged scent, not just from damp concrete, but from the cardboard boxes you've stacked down there for decades, each one a sponge for mildew and stale air, especially if you've kept old clothes, books, or holiday decorations inside without thinking about airflow. Don't even get me started on curtain hems. Yes, the bottom edges of your drapes, because over the years, they act like passive air filters, collecting dust, pollen, and cooking smells, which then bake in the sun and release a faint, musty perfume every time you open the windows. And while you're dusting shelves, you probably never realize that your electrical outlets, especially the unused ones, can actually harbor subtle odors from inside the wall. Think about decades of wiring heat, trapped insulation dust, and even insect traces. Yes, it's gross. Finally, there's the most surprising odor vault of all, the inside of lampshades, especially fabric ones. They absorb tobacco smoke, perfume, and even skin oils from your hands when you adjust them. And when the bulb heats up, it releases a faint, aged scent you've been breathing without noticing. The reason these spots smell worse with age is that they're not just dirty, they're time capsules, holding onto microscopic fragments of life that slowly ferment in place, blending into a signature house smell that outsiders notice instantly, even if you don't. The crazy part? You could scrub your home, top to bottom, and still miss all of these because they're not on any cleaning checklist you've ever seen. But here's the kicker. Once you know these 7 hidden corners and take action, you can literally change the way your home feels in a single weekend, making it smell fresher, lighter, and oddly younger, like you've turned back the clock on your living space. And trust me, your guests, and maybe even your own family, will notice.